This week on Fandom Fridays, I would like to talk about Pretty Little Liars. Spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about this week's episode, so if you haven't seen the episode, don't watch any farther because I might ruin it for you. So let's get started. First thing I want to talk about, Hannah and Caleb, my OTP heart. Hannah and Caleb have become my favorite couple on the show. They originally weren't. I wasn't a fan of it because does anyone else sort of feel like these girls go through boys like they go through clothes? Because I was thinking about all the relationship that they've been in since the beginning of the series, and it's like they just like one right after the other. It's like, whoa. They are having lots of relationships. But anyway, Hannah and Caleb are now my favorite, and it makes me really sad that they broke up, although I can understand Caleb's reasoning. It really bothers me that Hannah did not tell him the truth, because it's like Arya told Fitz, and that was a risk, but now he knows. But I understand her reasoning for not wanting to tell him the truth because of that picture that A sent her about Montecito. So I really hope they get back together though, because they belong together. They belong together. So I have this theory about A. I think A is one of the girls. That theory could be just completely out of the water, but I really do sort of think that one of them, they all have a motive where they could be A, I feel like. But I think Hannah more than anyone else. Just because when Allison was alive and they were all friends, Allison treated Hannah terribly, and I feel like none of the girls ever stood up for her. So, I mean, Allison treated all of them kind of like crap. But I feel like Hannah more so. So I feel like if any one of the girls had a motive to be A, it would be Hannah. Although, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like one of those four girls is in on it. And they're like sacrificing their own sort of relationships and family and all that kind of stuff just for the sake of, you know, getting the revenge. I don't know. That's probably really off, but that's my A theory. I don't buy a word of what Melissa said. I think that, yeah, she got the note from A and all. I believe that. I think she's honest about that, but I think there's definitely more to it than what she's letting on. I feel like Melissa is just lying through her teeth, and I know she's going to come back into this A circle again. She's not dismissed. I'm not writing her off the A list because I have a feeling that it goes way deeper than what she said. I was talking about this in my previous video about fluidity in plots, and I know that they've sort of veered off the path with the book a little bit. I haven't read the books, but from what I understand, they've sort of gone in a different direction. My fear is that they keep creating these plots and they keep spinning these webs, and I feel like they're going to trip themselves up eventually. The writers, I mean. Just because it seems like they've got so many different things going on that unless they plotted it from the beginning and said, this is who, or these are the people who A is going to be, and then they worked from there, I don't know, I just get really concerned that they're somehow going to just do like an explosion of something crazy that doesn't even make any sense. So that's what I get nervous about with shows like this, when it's like a mystery. I feel like it's very easy to just sort of make things happen and then forget about it. And then you're left wondering whatever happened to this plot. So far they've been pretty good with it. They really haven't sort of left you hanging on anything, but my fear is that at some point they're going to do that. Alright, so that's it for this week's Fandom Friday from me. I will try not to talk about Pretty Little Liars next week because I think I talked about it in my last Fandom Friday video. But yeah, so I will see you on Wednesday. Have a wonderful weekend.